into the late game, even if your laning phase is kind of mediocre. I actually think she's one of those carries who can actually carry you in the late game. Obviously, it's not Luna level or Morphling tier kind of carry, but I think she actually holds her own.
Okay. Well, we're going to add a Chen to that. I think Chen was also part of the draft the last time RRQ ran it, so...
5 seconds.
It was like a Chen versus Enchantress matchup. Maybe they had the Enchantress instead. I'm getting a little fuzzy.
Oh, they had the Enchantress. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right.
Well, this time, I think their laning phase is going to be much better. None of that let's change lanes 8 times kind of game. I think this game should be a little more cooperative with their draft.
Do you like the Slaughter solo offlane, or do you think they should pick up something else to help him out? Or I guess Vengeful Spirit also need a little bit of help. Maybe.
I think you can actually leave the Slaughter alone for a bit.
Okay.
I think that Chen is actually more than enough by himself if he does want to help out the Slaughter.
It depends on where the Mirana goes to. If this is a Mirana support and they have a tri-lane top, I think Slaughter definitely needs someone else there. And speaking of which, this is a pretty ballsy Chen pick into the Mirana, right? 1 arrow on creep should be... Like, Mirana can just follow Chen and just make his life miserable. Again, if that's a Mirana support.
It's actually a very good point. Very possible.
Ooh.
And, okay, well, we're going to see a very strong early push lineup coming out of RRQ.
Alright, please pick AA here. I can feel the AA really wrecking. Remember yesterday we had a second pick AA and it was just not great.
10 seconds.
I still don't think you pick AA here. I don't think it's
Really?
actually that great.
There's so much healing going on. And
Still not that great in my opinion. It definitely would work, but I don't think it's totally necessary. I think you can definitely fight this in other ways if you really wanted to.
Okay. Well, Execration either picking up a support or a core, and looks like Timber is going to be most likely the mid hero, Nyx Assassin playing offlane. We'll see how this...
Yeah, I actually like this a lot more. I actually prefer this. They don't exactly have that much damage, but with the Timber Saw, they should have more than enough. So I really like this last pick coming out of Execration. I'm not too... And if I was Execration, I wouldn't be too threatened by RRQ's draft. I think Execration have more than enough to deal with the incoming push.
Yep. One thing I'm going to be looking out for is how the Ember Spirit play around the Nyx Assassin. I feel like in the mid game, a lot of Nyxes could capitalize on the fact that Ember likes to farm with the Flame Guard on. And you could set up a lot of Spike Carapace into Vendetta Strike, into Impales and stuff. And also, how well the Shadow Demon Rana combo will be roaming. You say that Slaughter should be okay by himself, and we'll see whether he's in a solo lane or not, but I have an inkling that he might get picked off a couple of times by that Disruption combo.
He's not even off lane. He's support. It's Omni off lane.
That's even worse, in my opinion.
Do you think so? I think it's not that bad. I think it's actually okay. Well, pretty much no matter who you put solo, they're going to die if they get arrowed.
Yeah. I guess the Omni might stand a better chance if he has like... He's got a poor man shield, so maybe that's going to help him withstand a couple of right click. But by the way, the carry player for Execration is not here again. Nando, I'm not sure whether he's forever not here. Like he's just not on the team anymore.
Oh, you're right. DJ is playing the carry.
Yeah. And then we have Bullfrog this time as stand-in. Last time we had Gabby playing the mid Timber Saw, and he was the indestructible machine. And you know he's going to be playing it here again. How would you say his survivability is looking this game?
Pretty damn good. They don't exactly have the greatest of ways to deal with Gabby. Mm-hmm. They would have to really keep him down in the early game if they want to make it easier on themselves to deal with him later. And it looks like they're going to go for a level 1 smoke. It's going to be a 4v5 here, though. I don't know how this is going to pan out for them. Although, to be fair, RRQ's level 1 is pretty bad.
Okay, Disruption's going to fly through. Arrow being set up. That's going to be on point. I'm not sure whether they have enough damage. DJ, well, actually, that aura is looking pretty good. The right clicks, yep. Shadow Demon's gonna pick it up. DJ picks up one rune. Gabby will pick up another. And Bullfrog will pick up the last one up on the top lane. So far, looking extremely good. And this is an offensive trialing coming out against Avenge safe lane. And I gotta tell you, this is not the lane setup I think that Avenge is looking for.
Yep, definitely. Although, to be fair, I think they actually expected this because Omni Knight bought PMS as his first purchase.
Okay.
And I think when that happens, you actually expect, oh, middle lane? Is this Hurricane a snipe?
I don't think he sees a courier. He's trying to drop the ward. If he dropped the ward, maybe he would have just right-clicked it twice. I mean, also the downside of like having an offensive trialing against you is that maybe that limits where your Chen could go. Hold that thought here. Magic Missile is going to fly out. Eden's going to eat the tree to cut through, but not going to be able to set up a kill here. And now Shadow Demon.
Supports are here, though. One disrupt could lead to a kill.
Yeah.
Well, he's showing himself in lane now, so there's no way that RRQ get caught by this.
I mean, still, like, all he has to do is hide in the trees. And what are you going to do? Not farm?
That is definitely the case.
Yep.
Just not farm.
Kel'Thuzad is not farming.
Alright, and I think a lot of this really requires, it's pretty much entirely on Chen to save this bottom lane.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they'll salvage it and he ends up going for top or mid lane instead.
I think the mid lane gang is just not happening. Like, once
Yeah,
Gabby...
the mid lane gang looks pretty impossible.
Yeah, I think once he gets to level 3 and he has, like, reactive armor running, it's just not going to be it. Top lane, though, depending on what Koala buys, it might be possible. Like, if he wants to play the very aggressive 1v1 matchup, if he wants to get up Orb of Venom or a Blightstone. Although, the regen on the Nyx is also fairly good, so I don't know.
There's a very small chance for top lane to work out, but he is probably going to attempt it once, which I think he should.
Yep.
Just to at least intimidate him. Well, no, he's not even going there. Never mind.
I actually think he's just better off farming. Like, honestly, I don't think this Chan is going to do too much of anything anywhere. Maybe, like, the bottom lane is the easiest play to go for. Like,
oh, Invis. Oh, SD. He's going to catch him out, I think. Wait, SD? The creep wave is too big, though. I guess that's why I don't want to do this.
And again, I think he's okay, like, not initiating like this, because they're actually not doing anything.
They're not doing anything, yeah, look at them. He's just keeping tabs on these, on the carry and the Sargar. They're not doing anything.
And they're not pulling, they're not farming, they're not checking runes. I don't know.
Oh, that stack didn't even work. Oh, he has to do this.
This is not it, man. Ailson, do you pick carry Venge to do this?
I don't think so. This is as desperate as it gets. Mid lane.
Alright, here comes a backstab. They have the net.
They got the Chen as well.
Where's the stun? It's gonna be good here. Gabby in a lot of trouble. Reactive armor not gonna protect him from this one. The Hadouken. Gonna pick up the kill. I really like this kind of salvage play, like you were mentioning. If your safe lane ain't going well, you know, rotate, make something happen.
Yeah, very well played by them. Just trying their best to make the best situation out of no situation. Oh, and they even get the D ward.
Okay, but here comes the disruption. Arrow is gonna get tanked by one of the creeps.
Army's here.
Yeah. But now it's going to be Shadow Demon in a lot of trouble. The chainsaw is going to be good, and 2 kills in a row here by Zephyr. Alright.
Yeah, and they definitely need more of this because Kel'Thuzad is not getting enough out of the safe lane.
Well, he'll catch up. He's getting some CS time now. How's our top lane looking? CS-wise, fairly even. Omni Knight's down a little bit behind, but Omni Knight doesn't really get any creep kills anyway, so him getting anything is already pretty decent. And once he gets up to Arcane Boots, we might be looking at the beginning of a pretty good death ball lineup here by RRQ.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Let's see, Chen is actually doing really well. He's coming in 4.5. Probably, if you're going to time it like that, you might as well wait for your Chen to hit 6 first.
Sure. Hey, 7.
Or at least 5.
Might as well just get that multiple creeps.
Oh, bottom lane.
No arrow.
There's no angle for the
Yeah.
arrow. He still took so much damage.
Soul Catcher is a hell of a spell, man. It always
Ooh, Ember
baffles
Spirit
me.
has a haste.
It always baffles me that Shadow Demon does not max Soul Catcher in this kind of combo setup.
I think they don't max it out, but they pretty much people have been straying away from that poison build, and they just don't even level poison until
You
Soul
have to.
Catcher and Disruption are leveled.
Yeah. I guess there is an argument for maxing your disruption this game because of the Luna illusions, but
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
here comes the Chen creeps here. Smoke's gonna break out, and I do believe they got inside of it. Kind of an awkward angle to be coming in when the Dire was so defensive.
More time wasted. It looks like they're salvaging this bottom lane now. They want DJ to farm, which is definitely the right decision because Bullfrog's already level 6. It's about time he goes around and tries to find pickoffs.
Oh, they're gonna find themselves a Shadow Demon pick. Disruption's not gonna fly through, and perfect chain stun here by Chen. Zephyr on a killing spree. Alright, here comes that push. This is the Chen that we all know and love. Look at this army. Pretty impressive stuff.
Skeletons and
Golems, yeah.
little mud golems.
They do a lot of damage. Those skeletons? No joke.
Oh, skeletons are really strong, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to go for the defense though. Bullfrog's on the back lane.
Oh, he's gonna miss. Oh, wow, this communication is
miscommunication.
terrible. And now the Spike's gonna get himself stunned. Eden's running away. Arrow's gonna
Arrow?
come in, gonna get dodged here. And are they all gonna retreat here? Well, Eden's actually running back in because here comes the triple remnant. And now 55 in a lot of trouble. He drops the sandstorm, but they're fighting into the chakram. They've lost 1-for-1 so far. They want Gabby to swap back in here for the Shadow Demon Tower, focusing on Ember. Not gonna be enough, but what turned out to be a decent positional defense. They missed pretty much every one of their spells. RRQ comes back in with a triple remnant, and the rotation by the Ember Spear was on point. All of a sudden, it's a pretty big lead now by RRQ.
Yeah, that missed impale was just such a. It was like the sign, you know. If you missed that, I think you should have just backed up.
Yeah.
But they decided to take the fight and end up losing more than necessary, I believe. Especially since DJ doesn't have a TP and isn't even 6 yet. He only just hit 6.
I think he TP up top, right? Like you were mentioning that as the
Yes.
push began. So
And keep in mind, that was without Omni Knight.
yeah, that was a 4v4. But Omni Knight probably like very central part of this push, and it looks like he's gonna be going for the mech. So I imagine.
Again?
Okay, looks like
They
they
do
pick up
get
the
him
mech.
this time.
I was gonna say, so if there's Omni Knight building the mech, then Chen's building Helm with the Dominator, right? Like we're gonna go for the full Zoo strat.
Bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
I actually think that if you have a setup like that where someone else buys the support items as a Chen, I think you actually go straight for the Scepter, if possible.
Okay.
And perhaps you let someone else buy Helm of the Dominator for the aura. And it looks like Venge is going to go for that. So I think Chen should probably just start going for the point booster into Scepter.
I mean, I definitely see lineups where they double up on Helms. Like, I mean, I think Faceless every game do just do that. But we'll see. I hear you. The Scepter will be pretty nice when they finish it. But the Death Ball continues here as RRQ is grouping up. I like the fact that they never do a 5-man push because that just kind of. I
It's
don't
a
know.
little too all in, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention, it is an Ember. Oh, middle lane. They want to
Swap
set up
back
on this
in
Emperor.
into a crush, and nice disruption coming in, saving him. But Guardian just gonna come out, gabbing a lot of trouble. He's gonna just get burned down, and RQ will maintain this push. Meanwhile, Eden's looking for the chase. The beam's gonna allow the Shadow Demon to turn back a little bit.
They did. Well, while all of that happened, Bullfrog finds a pickoff on the Ember Spirit with the help of Potom.
All right, the crush is gonna come through, and now Koala applying that slow, and I do believe the Shadow Demon will be going down. Okay, the Illusion's also giving slow in the other direction. Koala will repel himself and now run. Shadow Demon trapping Eden up on top lane. Nice arrow, that's gonna find Koala. And it looks like that is gonna be a kill.
Trespasser.
They're trying to go for more. I don't know if they're going to have what it takes, though.
Yeah.
Double rock to the face. That's the end of it.
RRQ definitely getting picked off more than they afford, really. They can afford in this kind of lineup. 4 or 5-man death balls can't really afford to give up too many kills because you're already grouping up a lot, so your experience gain is quite low. And when you give up so many kills, the gap of experience is going to be widening pretty fast.
Not to mention the Ember, who was just trying to farm on his own, got picked off while all that happens. So you definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I think normally at this stage of the game, he should really have his Veil finished, right? Especially with 2 towers already taken down. Looks like he's doing okay. But his mid lane comparison, Gabby, is just farming much, much better. He's actually, I don't know how he's got such a high net worth.
It's Timbersaw. Farm super fast with Timbersaw.
I mean, yeah, he's just got a Soul Ring, but I think before that, he wasn't really spamming to farm, right? He just kind of on the creeps all the time.
Oh, and he's got the Dream Rune.
Yo, Chen's got a helm. I'm telling you, man. This is the build.
Oh, Chen went for a helm. Either way, I definitely think that, like you said, top lane, Sargar is gonna go down.
Dude, this combo does so much damage. And that was just level 2 Soul Catcher. Disruption into Impale. But looks like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creeps are ready to row. Look at this.
I wonder if he gave control.
Yeah, he did.
All of them. Yeah, he did. Look at it.
Box tracked on Zephyr. Is this a smoke?
Look at the squad.
Yeah. They will be thundering through the woods, man. Do you even need a smoke?
Right,
Just
A
move command. No?
Oh, the tomato is walking out.
Radiant's mid tower's getting back.
Alright, they gotta be smoking. Here we go.
Jesus
I'm ready to
Christ.
see like triple boulders.
Yeah, let's see how good this guy's
all of them
macro is.
breaking apart. This is a true test.
Okay, smoke's gonna break. Oh, that's
break.
super unfortunate. And now ping it out. Oh, great smoke. 5 out of 7. And now they're gonna transition into a push.
Might as well make something out of it.
Alright, Shadow
Look-
Demon. Oh no, they're making...
I'm like looking at the zoo. What do you think
Axe.
about when you see this?
Okay, nice bait
Oh,
here.
baited.
Illusion. Pretty baited out a ton of spells. Here comes the Chakram. Khalduzad taking a lot of damage, but he should be fine. They actually stunned up Gabby. I don't think that's actually going to be possible to kill him. Tomato's actually being sent in, and so far this push looking extremely anemic. That is a Ravage, essentially. Okay, a lot of damage being outputted. They heal him back up. A lot of dancing back and forth. Why are those Boulder Bashes not being thrown out just yet? Okay.
He's saving it.
Oh,
Right
nice
here it
here
comes.
on Eden, and
Oh,
now
the
the
dash.
bash, but the Ravage on the backline again. DJ's gonna be fine. Guardian Age is gonna come through. Magic damage coming out as well. Eden's gonna be fine here, and all of these creeps still gonna be okay. Gabby in the middle of everything drops a shotgun, hitting a ton of hero. They won Bullfrog, but oh, the disruption by the Shadow Demons. He's gonna be fine. He popped the spike,
another
lands a
Ravage.
2-man stun. Meanwhile, that Luna ultimate did absolutely nothing because of all the creeps, but still pretty good. Gabby's in the middle of everything. He's pretty much out of mana, but still has some in the tank, and now he cuts through in the backline. These
Got
Chakram.
17 wand charges.
Where's the Chakram? It's cutting through, dropping low. That's going to be 1 kill. He sees Khalduzad. Does he want Khalduzad Tower? Focusing onto the Shadow Demon, but he's still so damn tanky. He sees Zephyr. Zephyr is going to be dead as well. Bullfrog comes in through, stuns up the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's going to go down as well, and I gotta say, this is looking more and more like a
Oh, look
suicidal
at how many rocks he
Alright, the
Did you
rocks.
see that?
The rocks gotta kill. But
Oh my goodness, 6 of those mud golems all at once. They're like 125 damage. Oh, yeah, that was.
Radiant's mid
But
That
look
was
at
the
the look at Team 5 recap. Look at how much damage Shadow or the Timbersaw did. 5,000 damage.
Yeah, that's Timbersaw for you. I don't like. I don't think it considers the creep damage.
I think it does, right? Because it's part of the hero's army.
soldier's fortune.
I don't think so. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It would. That number would be so much higher if it counted creep damage,
Okay, fine.
like controlled units. 5,000 sounds about right, just for heroes. Oh, combos miss.
yeah,
Oh no, he's out of remnants.
yeah.
He has to be really careful. He has no remnants.
Here comes the Shadow Demon. Arrows being set up. Oh, that creep wave though. Somebody tanked that. Oh, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a way out anyways, and he dead.
Yeah,
Gabby's
you have to be very careful.
Well, I gotta say, I think that push that they just did on the mid lane might have been the turning point of the game, because that was a lot of the resource used, the smoke, the whole
top.
Arrow's
Arrow?
gonna come through right on the head, and that's gonna force the TP.
And DJ gets the kill without even focusing him, just glaive bounces.
Yeah, but like I was
And
saying,
I think you're right about that.
that push
That push
is.
was like all in.
I mean, he's regathered an army, but
Bad shape.
it's not 3 Mud Golem army.
This is why I actually think if you are in this kind of position and you are somewhat all in, I think it's actually better just to go for that Scepter build, because having those creeps makes a world of difference.
Oh, Scepter
you
for sure
imagine-
gives you the longevity.
Right.
At the same time,
You don't fall off as fast.
you don't have the same pushing capability now, right? Like, I guess you're down 1 creep. I guess it's not too big of a difference, honestly.
It's honestly a very small difference.
Especially if somebody
Oh,
on your
fuck.
team already has one.
He's looking at Ember. You gotta be careful. Oh, they end up catching him. Is there an arrow?
Boom!
They don't even need an arrow.
Yo!
Oh,
That hand of God. If it wasn't there, he was dead 100%. Okay, the
Alright,
perch
Gabby
of
has to be a little careful.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got a hood. Magic Missile going on DJ, but he's invis. The disruption again! This Shadow Demon player, look at this. Look at Gabby going in. The Chen army just being melted. Alright, that's their Ember Remnant flying in. He's going to jump back in. Lots of damage output, but I think Gabby's probably doing a little bit more on the back line, though. Shadow Demon getting stunned up here. Kelder's not doing a lot, but I think Gabby doing a little bit more here. He's being healed to back up, but a chakram. And that is going to cut him up. And I do believe Koala is going to be the last one alive, and that's going to be another team wipe. I think,
Alright, once again, it's the Gabby show.
yeah, I think the game is over.
I definitely agree with you.
Because
It's like, what, I mean, a lot of the times, you know,
Bad shape.
you can't really rule teams out because a lot of times they have heroes who can actually make a turnaround,
right.
potentially a turnaround. But with this kind of drop, it's way too reliant on your Ember and your Slardar to pretty much like hit everything.
It's not just the
You're
draft.
looking at a
it's,
multi. Yeah,
it's also the items they went for, right? Like, you talked about the not getting axe on Chen. Vengeful Spirit also has nothing. She's got home. And then Ember just got a veil, so it's just too far of
That's
a
just not
deficit. Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Top tower.
Like they had quite a bit of burst damage, but I don't think they. I think they actually might not have even needed to just group up and push like that. Might have actually been safer if they went for a more ganking-oriented lineup or playstyle. I mean, because you have to imagine with the swap and Slardar, for example, you can swap and stun and then purify, and pretty much everyone's gonna die to it.
Alright, Bullfrog is going to see Chen. Shadow Demon is coming in.
Oh, everyone's coming in.
Well, rip.
Another kill for Gabby, another Bloodstone charge.
How about that?
Kill them
Got
army.
18.
Yep.
18 Bloodstone charges.
Alright,
It's only
that's-
18 minutes. There's one Bloodstone charge a minute.
Oh, more than that, because, you know, he got it not at the beginning of the game.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty
Oh,
sight.
Gabby's doing some attack animation canceling.
Yo, I think all eyes on Shadow Demon right now. He needs to catch up on that net worth to get to, I mean, he's not that far behind the Venge, like 2,000. Once he surpasses the Venge, that is the ultimate shutout, you know?
When the enemy support 5 position has more than your 1.
Yeah.
Mid tower won't last.
Oh. Repel and TP away. Well, there's only one tier 2 left. What is your game plan as RRQ? I think like your only choice is farm as much as you can and wait for that inevitable high ground push and then try to win the high ground defense.
I mean, they have
Especially-
Shadow Demon Luna. Like, that, let's not forget about that high ground push.
You're right. Alright. GG go next.
Yeah, I honestly, I just don't see what is possible. I don't think they even need to wait for the Mansa on DJ. I guess they could just play it safe, take down the shrines and take Roche. Play it good, you know. Don't make any mistakes.
He's really close to it, anyways.
Yeah.
Only a couple hundred. Yeah, after this shrine. Oh, he already has it, so.
Dire's top tower.
Alright, shrine. I guess next you would just go for the Roshan. I don't see how you would. Why would you would need to be afraid?
Yep. DJ picks up more illusions. Sure, why not? Could use them to shove waves.
Let's see, Mirana has Scepter as well. Yeah, I think even with Hand of God and Omni Knight, I don't think you can survive all of this damage. Glaives, Timbersaw, Mirana AoE. And you thought you needed AA? Why would you need AA when you can just get more damage?
Fair. I mean, I thought you need AA because I thought RRQ was gonna honestly do better. That it wasn't gonna be a 10-minute game.
Well, the thing is, like, with these kind of lineups, it definitely showcases, a very strong pushing lineup, but it's not quite as all-in as you would imagine for those kind of build or those kind of drafts, because they do end up picking up an Ember Spirit, which is not something you always not something you would see with these kind of all-in pushes.
Right,
You
but
could have gone something like a Dragon Knight or something like that, right?
sure. And I think having the Dragon Knight White might have been better. What has this Ember really done? I mean, I guess the Ember did that really nice rotation to the bottom and won them that one engagement when Execration messed up the Impale. But apart from that... Oh, Chen, your army, not like this. Okay, nice spike. Gonna stun him up. He did get off a stun, and now Chen is dead. His army might be dead as well. Look at how low the HP is, and now Eden's gonna get purged up. He does have a repel, but I don't think they care. They're gonna just right-click him. Eden is gonna go down. No, Guardian Angel and repel, keeping him alive. Meanwhile, look at Gabby. He's just tanking everything in the front line. And then the Luna army is gonna come and look at this. How many illusions are here? Yeah.
It's like you said, what do you do?
Alright, they swap
in.
Tier 4 towers doing some work, and they do get the one
he's
quick
dead.
kill. Nice crush here on Gabby. Tier 4 towers again helping out. The chain stun him, but the disruption is gonna make all of that pretty much negligent. And now DJ gonna take down melee set of racks in 22 minutes of gameplay.
Classic Luna SD right there.
Yep.
They didn't even care. Gabby was pretty much 1v5ing them, and Luna's just like, alright, you do your thing, I'm gonna take racks. It's an easy racks, go back, buy items, and do it again. This is it. This is the final team fight. This smoke.
Well, Gabby's not here, so that's definitely a plus here for RRQ. They walk upward, okay, that's a blink crush. They need a little bit more than that. Magic Missile gets dodged!
What a dodge.
But they do have a chain. Disruption is available, and they will use it right now. But I think Eden has another stun cooling down. Yes, secondary stun. Force Staff's not going to be there. They take the Aegis, but look at all of these Shadow Demon illusions! DJ's on a killing spree. The Impale's going to hit, and now that's going to be another kill onto the Ember Spirit. And now Kelduzad trying to fight his way out of there. Kelduzad's going to get the repel. By the way, all of this is without Gabby. Just want to point that one out there. And Kelduzad, again, trying to man fight, but... yeah, I don't know about this. Disruption's gonna come through, and Kelduzad's gonna go down. Koala's gonna get trauma trapped. This arrow, go!
Ooh,
I see you, 55. And that's a
GG is
good
called.
game. Yeah.
Radiant's mid-ranks is taking a licking.
Well, it's like you said, the game felt like it was over after that one push was stopped. And I really believe that was pretty much the turning point. I think, like, if you go with this draft, I think you just follow through with it. Just go all in.
So, Dragon Knight? Or...
I think it could have been
DP?
anything. The DP is okay.
Less
Sure,
Shrek?
why not?
Like anything, you know?
Less Shrek. Anything that can take buildings with you, because it's not like you're running a Spectre strategy, right? Where you're trying to make as much space as possible for a Spectre to carry you ultra late game. You just have an Ember, and the Ember wasn't even farming very well to carry you in the mid game.
I wonder...
So I think like this kind of draft just fell apart.
I wonder if the Ember was the answer to a Timbersaw. Because, you know, one of the...
Didn't they last pick the Timbersaw though, right? Because I think
Oh, okay.
Execration last pick.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Well, game was in the book. We'll take a break, and game 2 coming up next. Execration 1 win away here from this best of 3.